Hey guys, Gord back with the Pioneer 1000. Just going to go over my final snorkel installation, I guess, and just going to run over quick some of the stuff I did. So I used the Pioneer for the summer, worked flawlessly. I ran a 4,500 pound winch on the front, a Warren winch, 28-inch ITP mud lights, worked really well. No difference in power with a slightly larger tire, so next year I might go to a 30 with maybe a heavier sidewall. I did puncture 2 sidewalls with the ITP mud lights because they are a light tire, but they did really well. They hooked up awesome. So come back here. I also put a winch, 3,700 pound winch on the back, just into the receiver, and wired it in. Works really well also. And the snorkel is right there. I suppose I should take that sticker off, the PVC. So it comes up the inside of the box. So I built a box here for storing stuff. It's not watertight because the Pioneer box itself is not watertight. So it's a little toolbox here. Put tow rope, some tools in here when I'm going out. I got a jerry can on each side. I'll just pull those out so I can lift the box up. And it works great to hold my gun scabbard when it's in the other position when I'm out hunting. That works really well. Holds it nice and tight and keeps the gun from jiggling around. So I put a plywood floor in the box. My dog is usually with me, and the plastic floor, she slid around a lot, so I put plywood in there, and it made it easier to build this box also. If you can see in here, so that's the base of the snorkel. I screwed it to the plywood. Now the base actually, of course this is 3-inch PVC, the base is actually a toilet base for your house. Worked really good. It's nice and secure in there, doesn't rattle around. So it worked really well, and it doesn't actually look that bad. So I'll lift this up here. Alright, so the snorkel, I have it undone right now. Of course, when it's all put together, you can't lift the box. I never dump anything anyway, so it works fine for me that way. I just have to undo the clamps to service and to wash it. So as I said last time, you got to cut out this little bit of the engine cover because this comes up into this position when it's tight. So from the factory, there's an elbow back down in here. Use that factory elbow, point it back in this direction obviously, and then I got a piece of PVC that fit perfectly into that factory elbow, and then it adapted up to the 3-inch. So it goes from I think 2.5 to 3-inch. So there's no shortage of air. Like I said before, of course it does go back into the factory size pipe there, but there's lots of air there. When you punch it, it's not going to be short on air because there's so much volume inside that big pipe. So attach it to that factory elbow, bring it back up, and then on the top of the box here, or not the top, but underneath the box, you can see just another PVC rubber clamp. So when you lower the box, it goes down on top of that pipe, and then you've got your snorkel. I have had it in water over the box sides, so I don't know, whatever that is, 4 feet of water. It ran fine, no issues. Everything, just take your time and seal it up nice, because you don't want to have an issue there. So when I bring the box back down, it's a little tricky holding this there when doing this, but that'll just slide right up. Sorry, missed that. That just slides right up inside there. Nice hard hit in there, so it's sealed. Tighten up them clamps, and you're good to go. When I wash it, I've got this little guy here. It's just a rubber cap, and I just pop that over top. Pop that that over top and wash it. Don't have to worry about getting anything in there. So it's always nice and clean. So with that, I find I got a little bit better throttle response. The factory one, of course, it weaves all the way up underneath the floorboards and up to the front, underneath the hood, as you all know. With the pre-filter here, it's a good system. But I have had water up to the top of this head, not on purpose. I'm not a big water guy, but you know, you go into some holes when you got to get across, and that's what happens. So I would have sucked in water there from the factory spots, but with the Snorkle coming up just underneath the roof, you know, I don't think I'm going to be taking this thing in 5.5 feet of water, so it's going to be fine. Also, I did one other thing with the exhaust. It comes factory with the spark arrestor on there. So I just went and got a little piece of exhaust pipe, welded a flange on there, and bolted that to it. So I got no restriction in here. If you've seen the screen they put on from factory, yeah, it does work well as a spark arrestor, but I think it restricts it a bit more, and I think that's why I got that better throttle response now too. So overall, that's about all I've done. But it has worked well. No issues with the transmission. I do drive it in manual a lot more than automatic. I like it better for personal reasons. So if you're thinking about buying a Pioneer 1000, it's mostly utility, but it works good as a sport machine, and it's got that Honda longevity, I believe, and that's why I went with it. So have fun with yours, and I'll talk to you later.